parents do not. I don't know. We've had this conversation so many times, Jason. I don't know where in history it became taboo to discipline your kids and to have an opinion in your own freaking home. So my 17-year-old boy and my 15-year-old boy are not allowed devices in their room. They can be on a device, but they'll be out with the family or in the kitchen. No. And they're bigger than, dude, they're bigger than me. They're bigger than me. And they're like, oh, what do I have to be? Because I want to be on my iPad. Number one, you didn't pay for it, so it's not yours. Let's just start there. Do you know what I mean? It's just this obvious stuff. Yeah, but it's never abusive.
Never enough.
It's never abusive or like controlling. Like
this is what's right for you now.
They like to throw out the controlling, right? And I'm like, I'm not controlling you. I don't need to control you. What I do need to do is shape you. As a parent, I got to shape you. I got to shape your decisions. You got to understand, and they have got a certain amount of time that they're allowed on that device. At the end of the day, I think I said it in the last podcast. I'm not kidding. I've got a list of every single one of the devices, the phones, the iPads, the PS5, all of that. I've got like a little inventory. Every night, get every single one of the devices locked in my wardrobe, and the internet comes out. So they can't watch the smart TV. Go to bed.
It's modern. That's old school parenting there for you people.
But everyone has the opportunity. So I would like to know what's abusive about that. What's
abusive about it?
Well, what I'm trying to say is I think there are a lot.
Who said it was abusive? Let's start with that.
Okay, maybe I don't use that word abusive, right? But I would be.
Who thinks it's wrong?
I would be, yes. What's adverse about that? I would be one of the few parents that would go to that extent.
Yeah.
Right? And my kids are on the other side of teenage. And still, there's the rules in my house. So when you say to me, is it sorry.
Yeah, what about if it was a dumb phone?
No, that's not the point.
I'm just asking, like, because back in the day, obviously, you would have been like gas bagging with your mates on the phone and stuff like that.
I agree with that. My issue, like, superficially with that is
it's not a judgment. I'm just curious.
Yeah. This is my logic. Our landlines were for just that. That's it. You couldn't do anything else with it. But even with a smartphone, even if it's just text and talking, which is like the modern day, this day's version of what we used to do on the landline, that device is still, this is the way I see it, it's still almost like it's almost a replacement of a phone that does the same thing. Whereas our landline was the landline. There was no replacement for it. It feels like I have to go to the point where I'm like, no, as of this time, there are no devices. So they know that there's no substitute. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no we didn't have a substitute for a landline. A smartphone, albeit you can't do all the social media and all the internet stuff, it is a substitute for a phone. And I want them to know how to break the habit to go, I'm not on my phone at all. I'm not on my phone. Like, from when we start watching Star Wars, that's it. I will not be on my phone. My phone stays in my bedroom.
I was going to ask you that question, actually. I was going to say, like, are you lead by example?
100%.
Yeah, cool.
So we'll be in there watching the movie. My phone will stay in my room. So we're going to wait in the doctor's waiting room. They're not allowed on their phones.
Yeah, right.
And everybody, It doesn't matter whether they're 2 years old or 90 years old. Everyone is on a phone except for the Olvers. They know they're not allowed on a phone. You will sit there and you will be bored. And it's not, like I say to them, it's not me trying to be nasty. It's me trying to help you understand that you actually can do it. You can. So it's like they don't have to relearn it because they've never been allowed.
You got to sit there and be bored. That's so good.
I don't care. I don't care if you don't like Nate. Like today, Nate's getting agitated. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He goes, this dude keeps breathing. I'm like, okay. You don't like his breathing. I can't help you, man, because people breathe.
What about on a long drive?
No! Music! No!
Just music in the car.
All
Are you
way.
legit? Like, yeah. So where are the kids allowed? Or have they got a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Like, what's the protocol there? I love this. It's so good.
So say for example, Sam knew that I think he was going to the gym at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock with his support worker, something like that. He comes into my bedroom because all the phones and stuff are locked away, comes into my bedroom and he goes, oh, can I have my phone? I was like, no. And he's like, but I need to charge it. I said, I can do that here. Give it to me. I'll charge it here. Okay. Because he knows. So they don't not try. They constantly try. But I'm constantly like, no. You don't need it.
It's so good. We've obviously spoken about some level of parenting and stuff like that, but I never knew how, I'm going to use the word, you're a strict parent.
You don't know the half of it. Well, no, I would say, but okay, this is what my question was previously. Yeah. What's strict about that? Or have I got a value system and I'm consistent?
What I would say is, and statistically, you would be out of the norm.
Completely.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. I would say that compared to most people, that would be considered strict. Correct. In the context of the rest of everyone else.
That's exactly right. Like, so I'm considered a weirdo. Like when people...
I didn't know. I didn't say weird. No. I don't think it's a weird thing.
No, you don't. But other people, when they knew that Sam was 15 and still didn't have a phone, they're like, what? It's like, what does he need a phone for? He doesn't like people anyway. He's not going to talk to anyone, so why does he need a phone? No.
Yeah.
No.
It's interesting. Like I even think I take it back to I would say that it's less about is it strict, but I like how you're talking about values based, but even to the point where you have the ability to have the discipline to be a parent.
Yes.
Whereas lots of people don't. And I'll give you a great example of that right now, and it's doing my head in. Like, legit, I sound like an old man, but it's more about concern than, these rat bag kids. Like, so I'll give you an example. In our area, I don't know if you guys have what I legit think it's a risk crisis.
Yeah, it is.
And it's basically, no, wait, I'll give you exactly what it actually is. So from my perspective, we've got this scourge of 10 to 17-year-old kids riding on e-bikes that fly around the streets like at 60k an hour. They're doing these monos and standing up on one wheel. And I'm just like, they've got no regard for the road rules whatsoever. There's been 2 kids recently in Gold Coast, not far from here, who've died.
No.
And yes, it's terrible that these kids have died, but like for me, I think more from the perspective is like, I don't care that they want to do that, but there needs to be a controlled environment that they can, and it's not safe in these environments where especially now we're talking about attention, it's not right, but reality is there are so many people who are so more inattentive while driving nowadays because of technology. Let's just say that, right? So you might not be paying attention, and that's a bad thing. Yes, tick. But what's also bad is the fact that you've got like a whole bunch of moving targets
Yeah,
zigzagging around the streets and stuff
yeah.
like that, that technically shouldn't be there. Like these things are just like ridiculous.
Mm.
And it stems from, you know what it stems from? Parents. What
Yes.
kind of parent would buy their kid one of those teenage death machines?
Are
It's
they
so
like
bizarre.
$4,000 or something?
Yeah, I know. And I just think about it. It's like someone said to me, it's like, I never thought about that. Oh, you know why they buy it? I'm like, why? It's like, so they don't have to drive them around everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I never thought of it that way. So now that they're mobile, they can go into all the different things that they want to do, and the parent doesn't need to jump in the car and drive them there. I was like, oh shit, I never thought about it that way.
Yeah. See, I mean, I am not here to comment on anyone's parenting because I really do believe it's a value system. And you know,
Mm,
when we're talking about fatalities, I think that's a different conversation. I'm talking like a broader, more generic conversation. I think where
mm,
parenting is concerned, it's very much a value thing. And something I value very deeply is for my kids to understand that there is a different way to do things that everyone else is doing and still succeed.
mm,
So
mm,
my boys know, my boys aren't allowed, if we've all come home from shopping or wherever we've gone, there's no way my boys would walk through the front door without me going first. No way.
mm.
Absolutely no way. My boys
That's,
also know, so if we've gone somewhere, what they used to do is we'd drive into the driveway before we get into the garage, and they used to
mm,
jump out of the car before I would park. I said, hell no. Sit your asses back down. I'm not a freaking Uber. Sit your asses back down, and not until I'm out locked up or whatever, they will not move. Now they will, that they're that age and they know. And so when I take them out or whatever, let's not forget my kids are autistic, so social norms are even harder for them than a neurotypical, and they know this stuff. So don't tell me it can't be done. It's the
it can be.
it's the consistency and the desire to want to shape, like, to actually have that standard to go. It's actually not, I don't feel like having kids is about my own interest. Yeah, it is to a point. I love having kids and being a mum. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. But there's another part of that. I need to shape them so they can go and better the community in some capacity. They don't have to be a friggin' prime minister, but in some small way they need to learn world's not about you. Well, they're not going to do that. And I said to them the other day, I said, the reason I'm so freaking hard on you people is because the way you treat me and dad,
You people.
yeah, I know, Mauritian. I'm like, the reason I'm so hard about you people, because this, your home is a microcosm for what it is out there. If you can't fall into line in this feathered nest, you've got Buckley's out there. It's going to eat you alive. You've got an opportunity to be different from all these other kids. You've got a major opportunity to go, nah, actually, I'm going to do it different.
Mm,
Seize it. Seize it while you can, because 3 to 5 years from now, like I already look around, I'm like, oh my God, your kids are probably a bit smaller, so you're probably not in the thick of it. Whereas I'm just like, wow. You can't go past a bus stop and every single kid is like that. Or
yes,
Matt and I will go out for dinner and everyone's on their phones. Matt and I are the only ones talking.
everyone out there is on their phones
Uh,
at a restaurant.
a very high
That's so
majority.
weird.
It's
Why are
so
they
weird. But
why are
it's
they
an
going
addiction.
out then?
But it's an they don't realize because they're so used to it. It's almost like they feel naked without it in their hand. And
Mm,
I'm
that's so
actually,
bizarre.
I don't think,
I'm not that bad then.
I don't, I don't think it's necessarily like I feel sorry for everyone because it's like you don't have a choice, Jay, because everything is
Mm,
on your phone. No matter what you do, it's like, oh, there's an app for that. Oh, just download the app. You can't do anything. You can't even know what the weather is without checking your weather app. It's not your fault. But what it
mm,
does is it gets you there because we know it's been made by these freaking evil pokey machine people, right? So it gets you in there, and then if you don't have the discipline, you'll stay.
yeah. So it's the individual, but it's still ultimately in your eyes. You don't blame the technology. You
No,
still think it's up to the individual to be a big boy and a big girl
put your big panties
and
on.
make those self-control crisis. Yeah, so it's a self-control crisis.